Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am gonna be talking about COVID. So if you have any questions about COVID, or if you had COVID, make a comment below. Seriously, I would really like to hear. Even if somebody in your family had it, I mean, this stuff is very dangerous. It's very bad. I am so blessed that I didn't have it as bad as a lot of other people, but I still kind of do because I'm still struggling. But I'm so blessed it wasn't as bad as some other people. Oh, like and subscribe, make a comment below. Don't forget your notification bell. And well, let's jump into it. COVID is, like I said, really bad. And I know, and I've talked to a lot of people, they don't believe this is serious. They saying it's a flu. And if you don't take care of yourself, then yeah, you're gonna die from the flu. Because like I said, I've talked to a lot of different people. They said this virus is not real. This virus is very real. I mean, I always thought so before I caught it, and I was just kind of scared of getting the shot. But then I changed my mind, and I wanted to get the shot. But every time I went to go get the shot, um, they were overbooked that day. They wasn't accepting no more walk-ins. So I always went after work. And then on the weekend, it was like pretty busy. So, and I really didn't go anywhere. I might have did videos on Bath and Body Work walkthrough, or if I really had to go to the store, I went, or my son went. But I never really, and I know you can catch it even just going for a little bit, and especially for those who had it and don't really cover up, their mask, and they're coughing on all the food. So even though I would wipe everything down, with sanitizer wipes and stuff like that once I got home, and I carry almost no, don't let me tell a story. I carry almost 8 sanitizers in my bag, my purse, hanging on my purse. Seriously, I carried that many. I had the sanitizer wipes in my car. Um, I had different size sanitizers, the pocket bats, the big ones, the sprays, the squirts that you squirt out. I had it all in my purse. Scent, non-scent, whatever. Like I said, I had it all, and I would wipe all the time. And I would wipe the basket down. I would wipe my purse down once sorry, that's part of the side effect of COVID. Me catching my breath is almost like I got the hiccups, but I'm catching my breath. And as you can tell, my voice is bad. Um, I get the stuttering at times, and like I like fog out, like I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to say and get it out. This is part of it because I have asthma. So it's affecting my asthma to make it worse. I do my pump, I do my machine, but sometimes it only helps so much. Sorry, that's one of the symptoms. It's like I'm trying to remember. My brain is still kind of fogged. It's like, okay, I didn't know I had COVID, but like twice before I actually found out I had it, it's like, okay, one day I came home from work, and it's like, oh my God, I'm having an asthma attack in a car. I got so drained, I got so weak, I couldn't stay alert. It's like I had tunnel vision. And I sat in my car to almost 5:30 or 6. When I finally came in, my son is like, because I usually get home by 3:30 or 3:45, because I get off at 3:15. My son is like, what took you so long? You're late. He's joking around. Because he know what time I get home. I'm like, I don't feel good. So I came in. I said, I've been outside all this time. I just couldn't get out of the car. I passed out a couple of times. So I came inside. I laid down. I didn't eat. I went to sleep. I got up the next morning. I went to work because I felt a little better. A couple of days later, same symptoms, but a lot worse. I got out because I didn't want to just lay in the car. So I got out. I could not almost walk to my apartment. I started getting winded. I had to hold myself against the wall. And I was like slow. And it was like, really, I could not breathe. And like I said, tunnel vision again. It was like everything was like tunnel vision. I could see everything on the side of me, whatever. But it was like tunnel vision. And my brain was like fogged, if you know what that is, or mean. And I came inside. My son, what you bring us? He always asks crazy questions when I get home to the apartment. So I came in and he asked, did I get mail? And I said, yeah. I said, hold on. So I was standing by the bed. Then all of a sudden, I just started getting weaker. And tunnel vision just started getting like right there, everything. And I said, hold on. And I got it, reaching my work bag, and I got his mail. And I'm like, I don't feel good. So I kind of was trying to lay down on the bed, but half my body was off the bed, half of it was on the bed. And I'm like, I don't feel good. So my son left out, he came back in, and I was still kind of hanging off the bed. And he's like, well, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel good at all. I say, I feel like I'm not here. So I finally kind of sat up a little bit, and I climbed on my bed, and my head was at the opposite end of the head. He kept coming in there. I can tell he was in there, but it's like I wasn't myself. And he's like, you're going to eat? I'm like, I'm not hungry. So the next day he came in, he said, you need to get up. I'm like, I can't. And my speech was bad, worse than this. And he's like, when's the last time you were tested for COVID? Because I've been tested a few times, just to make sure I didn't have it, because I have asthma. So whenever I call my doctor, I always make sure I got tested because I have asthma, to make sure that it wasn't nothing else. Because they test me all the time anyway. So he's like, you need to go to the hospital. He's like, come on. I said, I can't make it. And so he helped me out to his car. He took me to the hospital. And they're like, you have COVID. So they said, did you want the antibody? I took the antibody. The next day, I had to go in another town to get it. And I stayed in there for an hour for the lady to observe me, make sure I didn't have a reaction or anything like that. That Sunday, my son got up, went to work, and I got up to go to the bathroom. The bathroom is like in my room. I couldn't even make it in there those couple of days. That Sunday, I got up. I could not make it in the bathroom. I laid on my floor. I don't know how long I laid on my floor. I could not get up. And I knew that people were going to call me, because they call and they always ask, what is my reading for my airway and my heartbeat? So I'm like, okay, if I could just hold on. The lady would call by 7:30 or 8 o'clock, in between those times. So it's like, I just tried to hold on. I kept going in and out, and she finally called. Well, she texted me to send the reading to her, and then when I didn't respond, she called. But the thing was, my phone was by my bed, and I couldn't get off the floor. So I finally got enough energy. I said, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. But my head was like hurting. I felt dizzy, I felt nauseated. So I finally got up and it was on my bed. So I just yanked the sheet off my bed, and the bed phone fell on the floor, and I got it. And when she called about the third time, when I finally got enough strength, I told her I was not myself. So she's like, call the ambulance, or do you want me? So I called the ambulance. Um, I needed to change my clothes. It was weird because I needed to change my clothes. I had no energy, so I had to fight myself. I had to energize myself, or whatever you want to say, to get strength, to go get some clothes on. And so I had to get up, go get some clothes, try to make sure I'm holding on to the wall, the door, whatever is around me, just make sure I had on. And I got the clothes, and the ambulance lady's like, kept me on the phone. I went in the living room. She's like, you need to go unlock the door. So I went in the living room. It was very slow. So by the time ambulance, which is not very far from me, they got here, I opened the door, and I was changing my clothes. I couldn't even put on my clothes. I just sat on the couch. Being honest, I could not even put on my clothes. So the guy, when they came in. He kind of helped me dress myself. I was so embarrassed, and I know they're professional and they're trained to do this and all this and that. Cut your clothes off, whatever, whatever. But I was embarrassed, even though I was sick. So, I he was trying to ask me questions. I saw 3 come in, and I kind of closed my eyes because I felt dizzy. And next thing I know, I opened my eyes. There was like 8 guys in my apartment, and I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, where did it come from? And part of them was the ambulance. Some of them were the firemen. They had came in. I thought I was freaking, but anyway, the guy that was really talking to me, he helped me get up, and they all helped me get on the stretcher, and they took me out. That sun, that day, I thought I was gonna go blind. It hurt my eyes, my head. So the guy kept talking to me in the ambulance because he kept saying that I was like going out of it. I mean, he asked little questions, crazy questions, of course. I mean, not crazy, but try to keep me talking. Because he saw my name. He's like, what is your name? And he's like, your name is not normal. And I'm like, I know. And, he was joking, trying to keep me alert and stuff like that. But my name is not normal. My name is Chinese. My mom saw a Chinese movie. And that's how I got my name. It's Su Yan. But got to the hospital. I don't even remember the visit in the emergency room. They took me to ICU. I was in ICU for like a day and a half, and then they put me in a regular room. So I was in a hospital for almost 2 weeks. Mostly all the nurses were really nice. There was like 2 that I was kind of, I want the other nurses back. I mean, they were like kind of cold shouldered, but they were helpful, but kind of, the other ones were more friendly. They asked you how you felt. They engaged you. They asked, just different things. Like, one of the nurses, she knew I didn't like the coffee. The coffee tasted horrible when they brought it to you. So she went to Starbucks and bought me coffee. 2 days. I was like, oh my God. She was so, so sweet. I'm like, you don't have to do this. She was like so, so sweet. And even one of the cafeteria ladies, they bought me a Starbucks coffee. Because she asked my opinion. I was everything, the food, the coffee and all that. And I told her. And she said, well, I can go get you. I'm like, no, ma'am. I'm like, that's fine. I'm like, don't do that. And the next morning, I had Starbucks on my tray. Very nice, very helpful, very respectful. Even the doctor. Only thing I didn't like being in the hospital, they had the little window right here that they could look in on the patients instead of, always coming in, you know, because of COVID. Sorry, that's part of it. Um, that's the only thing I didn't like. Is there always, I go to sleep and I wake up and I'm like, there's somebody staring at me. And it's like, that's all, it's not rude, but it's uncomfortable. You see somebody staring at you. That's part of the COVID. Um, but they learned to shut it and everything. Sorry, I had to catch my breath. The doctor was real nice. He would come early in the morning to check on me. He would open my curtains and sometimes I wanted it closed, but he would open. He said, "You need to just see the beautiful day." So I left it open. And the nurse is like, "He comes early to see you." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Is that a good thing or bad thing?" And she's like, "It's usually later in the day when he comes, but he comes early, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Between those times, he'd come and he would talk to me and everything." But some of the side effects of COVID, as you could tell, as you saw, is like I got the hiccups, but I'm actually catching my breath. I still have a little tunnel vision. Um, my sugar kind of got up and down a little bit. I never had sugar problem or diabetes, whatever you want to call it. I call it sugar. Um, I'm still having some problems with breathing if I have to walk. Like if I in my apartment have to walk to my car, I have to and I get a little tunnel vision until I get to my car and I sit down and I breathe. Um, my voice comes and goes. Sometimes it seems like I'm stuttering or try to remember the words to put in my sentence or whatever. Um, I can't stand up long. I have to take breaks every not even 15 minutes, not even 10 minutes. It's like almost 5 minutes I have to take a little break. And some days it's 10 minutes. I have to sit down or I lean against the wall and just breathe. Um, my skin is so bad right now. I don't know if it's because I wasn't putting moisturizer on my skin, but my legs and stuff are so rough, and I hate that. I mean, it feels weird, and it freaks me out. I feel like I'm rubbing up against something. My nose is right here. It's peeling so bad. My face even felt rough, but I've been putting stuff on there. Um, I have little dark spots. I always had those, but it's a little weird. I lost 10 pounds. I mean, it's a good thing. Um, my appetite has never really been, really big. Even though I am a big girl, I have thyroids and one's higher, one's whatever. So it's fighting against each other. So I can't always lose the weight. Um, I'm a very picky eater. I don't eat everything. I don't eat pork chop steaks. I don't eat a lot of sweets. But once I got COVID, it's like I want sweets. But I fight it because I know it's not me. Um, and I just want a lot of fruits right now. Even though everybody's trying to force me to eat everything and they know I don't eat a lot of food. And I am trying because I know I need it. My doctor stays on me about it. At least eat just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, because you need it. So I'm doing that. Um, my doctor at the hospital had me on Ensure, because I really wasn't eating nothing. I'd take a bite and I was done. I was full. Whatever I had. Most of the time my plate would go back, not even half. Not even. I'm serious. I would just take one bite, 1 or 2 bites, the most 3 bites, and I'm done. My sister came up there. Um, you need to eat. I'm like, I can't. Y'all know I've always been like this. I said, but now I have COVID. It's even worse. But those are just some of my symptoms, what I went through. Like I said, it wasn't as bad as a lot of other people, but it was enough. It was enough. I mean, people need to realize this is really here. This is really dangerous. This is really, be respectful for other people. When they say 6 feet, they don't mean stand right by somebody. I got that a lot. Whenever I try to go to the store, people were like right here. And I'm like, 6 feet, I would either put a basket or put, I even got a ruler at the store and I put 6 feet in between us. And then some people just coughing. I'm like, are you for real? This stuff is very dangerous. This stuff, as you see, kills people. This stuff changes people. You'll get an illness that you never had, or it'll affect your illness that you do have. My manager, she had a little high blood pressure. Now she takes almost 6 to 8 pills a day for her high blood pressure, if not more at times. Because she has to take it in the morning. Once she get up, well, you know what, 3 in the morning. Once she get up, when she get, almost sometime when she get ready to leave for work. I mean, it doesn't make sense. People just need to be mindful. Realize this is not a game. I know I can say that now, but I've always knew it. It's just by me having asthma, and then I know my doctor explained that I really needed to get it by me having asthma, but I was kind of scared. And I trust my doctor. My doctor, she's on top of everything. But the point was, myself, I was scared because I knew this virus was deadly. All the people that were dying. I mean, and I prayed, get me through this. Lord God, please strengthen me. I mean, and then I had all my warriors praying for me, my family, friends, co-workers. I call them my family. And I know it scared my son. It really scared him because I could tell the change in him. One of them, my son. The other one, he's always been, he knows, and I think I scared him too. And as y'all know, I hadn't been telling my daughter, but I scared her too. And she's been kind of here. But my nieces and nephews, I scared them too. I mean, they lost their mom, and I lost my mom a long time ago, before the COVID. But, I kind of help everybody, and I'm like the quiet one in the family at times. I learned to say no, so they're not too happy with that, but they know I was still somehow or other try to help. So this is just my experience, and I'm trying to tell people, please, please, COVID is so serious. It's so real. And I'm still meeting people right today. They don't believe in it. They say it's the flu because people are not taking care of themselves. And as you see, my cheeks are all red. They stay red now. They don't believe in COVID. COVID is not real. COVID is very real. And I always knew that, and I got it from work. Didn't want to say that. Kids were coming in with it, probably the parents. And I always had my mask on, so I just got it. I try to tell people, there's a lot of people that still haven't got the shots. I got an antibody. I got the antibody. I got my shots. Got my flu shots. Ooh, should have done that. But whew, hold on, gotta catch my breath. I'm so sorry. Um, I can't even laugh no more. I love watching funny videos and stuff like that. It's like if I laugh, even at my grandson, I have to catch my breath, and it's so hard. It's like I can't even laugh really no more. It's like I laugh and I'm almost like I'm having an asthma attack. Um, Once again, please, if you haven't had your shots, get your shots. Or if you don't want it, wear a mask. Be mindful of 6 feet, what that means. Be mindful of people that you don't even know and you're standing by. I just don't know what else to say. This is so serious. I mean, uh, do I wish I hadn't got it? Yeah. I'm gonna be off for till December next month. If, but I'm supposed to start this program for COVID program to see if I'm having any kind of lifelong symptoms or reactions from COVID. And then I'll be, if I do, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Right now, they only let us accumulate over the year 200 hours. I've already used all my hours. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I was blessed by someone with a little money. Um, but I'm just gonna continue to pray that God get me through this, whatever it is. If I gotta be out for a little longer. If I didn't know all this was gonna happen, I could have kept my house. Um, but I moved into an apartment because I wanted to downsize. And well, this is where I am now. But take it very seriously. COVID is seriously. Try to get my skin back moisturized. Try to get my health back. And well, this is it, guys. So I will keep y'all updated on how that program helps, or if it's the symptoms are long term, or I'm just gonna have to take time to get better. If it's just gonna be for another 3 months, 6 months, I don't know. But I will keep y'all informed. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for Christmas. My grandkids are here. Only got two. One's a month old, and then the other one's 3. And of course, I still bought stuff for my kids, but who knows? But anyway, I'm trying to think upbeat because I'm really excited about Christmas. I've always been, and especially my grandson. He's just can't wait to put up the tree and put the presents, which I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have a tree. He loves that tree, so that's all he talk about. Oh my God! So I don't know how long they're gonna be here or whatever, but still. But anyway, sorry for rambling. Sorry, I just thought I'd get on, give update my experience with COVID. Talk to those who really don't understand it. It is very dangerous. And if you have an existing health problem, it will kind of affect it. Or if you don't have an existing health problem, you might wind up with it. Some of us get COVID so bad. And which was crazy. I had it, which wasn't as bad as a lot of other people. I only had the oxygen thing. I didn't have the tube in my mouth or nothing like that. But my son had it. He got it. In roughly almost 2 weeks, he was well. He's been back at work. No side effects that I'm aware of. He haven't said nothing. I know every so often he get a little headache, but that's always how he been. But like I said, he's fine. But anyway, like and subscribe, make a comment below. Don't forget your notification bell. Stay well, stay warm, stay cool, stay sanitized. Until next time, be blessed. Have a blessed Wednesday. Bye.